Look at with me about question number 1. Choose the correct answer. Number 1, the two lines x plus y equal 5 and kx plus 2y equal 0. We have two straight lines are parallel. Then k equal L1 parallel to L2. It was L1 and here L2. Two straight lines was parallel in the plane. Then M1 will be equal M2. M1 reverse to slope 1 and M2 reverse to slope 2. Then we can find slope 1 here, negative coefficient of x over coefficient of y. Then M1 here, it will be negative coefficient of x, negative 1 over coefficient of y, it will be 1. The result will be negative 1. And we can find slope 2 here, negative coefficient of x, it will be negative k over coefficient of y, it will be 2. Then we can write negative k over 2 will be equal negative 1. Then k here will be equal to negative 2 over 2, it will be negative 1. Then k here will be equal to, then the value of k here it will be 2. Okay, understood? Because he tell us the example L1 parallel to L2, and if L1 perpendicular to L2, then the product between them it will be negative 1. Next question, number 2. If sine 40 over cosine 50 equal tan space, we know sine 40 it will be equal cosine 50, because sine alpha here plus sine beta it will be equal 1. Then the measure of angle A plus measure of angle B must be equal 90 degree. Then sine 40, if we have right angle triangle, this angle 40 and here 50, then sine 40 it will be cosine 50. Sine of 40 it will be opposite over hypotenuse, and the cosine 50 it will be adjacent over hypotenuse. Then they are equality. Okay, then if we divide the sine 40 divided by cosine 50, the result will be 1. 1 equal tan 45. Then the angle, the measure of angle here, it will be 45. Okay, question number 3. In triangle DEO, we have right angle triangle at E. Which of the following is false? False, we can find sine E not equal cosine D, because the measure of angle E equal 90 degree and sine 90 equal 1. Then we must choose letter D. Choose letter D because it's incorrect. Question here, find the equation of straight line whose slope, we have slope equal 2 over 3 and passing through the point 3 and negative 1. Okay, we can write the equation y equal what? Mx product constant is the equation about straight line, y equal mx plus constant. And then you can write the slope here equal 2 over 3 product by x plus constant. And then we have the point 3 and negative 1 was belonging to this straight line. Then this point will be satisfied this equation. Then we can write 1 x equal 3 and y equal negative 1. Then negative 1 equal 2 over 3 product by the value of x here equal 3 plus constant. Then negative 1 equal 3 divided by 3, 1 times 2 equal 2 plus constant. Then the constant here will be what? We will move to left hand side by change the sign here, negative 1 minus 2 it will be negative 3. Then the equation will be equal 2 over 3 x subtract by 3 is the equation of a straight line. Okay, next question. Question letter H shows the correct answer. Number 1. If AB is the diameter in a circle of M and A negative 2 and 3 and B equal 6 and negative 5, we want to find the center of the circle. Center of the circle lies between A and B, and AB we call the diameter of the circle. Then we can find this order of point M here by using the rule here. We have order A negative 2 and 3 and order of B equals 6 and negative 5. We can write x1 plus x2 divided by 2, negative 2 plus x divided by 2, and here 3 plus 5 divided by 2, then this order here, negative 2 plus 64 divided by 2 equal 2, and 3 plus 5 equal 8 divided by 2 equal 4. Okay, then it's the center of the circle. You must choose 2 and 4. Again, okay, again, it was negative 5. 3 minus 5, negative 2. Negative 2 divided by 2, negative 1. Okay, the order of B was 6 and negative 5. Understood? Then the result will be 2 and negative 1. Question number 2. The straight line whose equation 3x plus 4y subtract 9 by equals 0. We can find the slope about this straight line. 3x plus 4y minus 9 equals 0. The slope here, m reverse to the slope, equal negative coefficient of x over coefficient of y. The result will be negative 3 over 4. Okay, next question. In the opposite figure, you want to find what 10x over 2. We have right angle triangle here. This angle here we call DD, measure of angle D equal 90 degree, and we have here ACD and AP was equal to PC. Line segment here was 5 centimeter, and line segment here was 5 centimeter, and we have AD was 4 centimeter here. You want to find 10x over 2, then we can write the measure of angle x. We called it exterior angles. The measure of exterior angles equals sum of interior angles, and we have isosceles triangle. Then the measure of angle C will be equal measure of angle A. It will be x over 2. Then we can find this length by Pythagoras. By BD power 2 from right angle triangle, it will be 4 power 2. Subtract or write the hypotenuse first. 5 power 2 subtract 4 power 2. It will be 25. Subtract by 16. 26 minus 16, it will be 9. Then BD, it will be square root of 9. It will be 3. And BD will be square root of 9. It will be 3 centimeter. This centimeter. This side length BD 3 centimeter. Then you can find 10 x over 2. This angle we called x over 2 from this triangle. Opposite over adjacent. 3, 4 over adjacent here. 3 plus 5, it will be 8. The result will be 1 over 2. Okay. Next question. If axis of symmetry of CD passes through the point A, where C and D here, we have C and D, the order of C and D. He gave us 3 and 1, and D was negative 3 and 7, and we have line symmetry here. It will be perpendicular to the base and divided into equality parts. This point we called it M, and the order of this point here A was 6 and 1. This straight line path through the point here, and it will be a line symmetry. You won't find the value of M here. We have axis of symmetry of CD path through point 6 and M. Okay, 6 and M. You want to find the value of M. Okay, we know two straight line here was perpendicular. Then the slope about AM, product slope by CD, it will be negative 1. Then we can find the first step point M, the value of M. I will put this point in a point again, write x, okay, because we have M here. I put x here equal 3 plus negative 3 equal 0 divided by 2 equals 0, and 1 plus 7 equal 8. 8 divided by 2 will be 4. Then the order of x, it will be 0 and 4. Then you can find the slope of CD. It will be 7 minus 1 over negative 3 minus 3. 7 minus 1, it will be 6 over negative 3 minus 3, it will be negative 6. The result will be negative 1. It's a slope of CD, and then you can find slope of straight line EX. It's a line symmetry. Straight line EX, you can find the slope M minus 4 over 6 minus 0. It will be M minus 4 over 6. Then M minus 4 over 6 will be equal negative 1. They are equal. Then M minus 4 equals 6 times negative 1, it will be negative 6. Then M will be negative 6 plus 4, then M here equal negative 2. the value of m here, it will be -2. Okay, understood? Because they are perpendicular, then slope 1 product by slope 2. Oh, I write here equality. He tell us this example again. This example, two straight line with parallel. I will put here m1 or here m2. Then m1 product by m2, it will be -1 because l1 perpendicular to l2. I will call l1 and there l2. They are perpendicular. Then slope 1 times slope 2, it will be -1. But if he tell us in the example two straight line was parallel, we can write m1 equal m2. Okay, then you can write here -1 product by m minus 4 over 6, it will be -1. You can cancel -1 by -1, then m minus 4 equal what? 6 times 1 equals 6, then m here equal 10. Okay, pay attention with me about steps. Next question. We have parallelogram. The area of it equal 96 square centimeter. It was parallelogram here. We have P and C and D and E. It was perpendicular to the base. And here E, and this line segment 8 centimeter. And here give us the ratio Pn over NC. Pn over NC equal 1 over 3. The ratio between Pn, where n in this example we haven't n, he give us Bn again. Yeah, okay, it was n. An perpendicular to BC, it was n. Okay, then the ratio between Bn and NC 1 to 3. Okay, the ratio between Bn to NC was 1 to 3. Okay, and they give us the area was equal 96 square centimeter. You can find what we have the height An perpendicular to BC. Then we know the area equal 96 equal base times height. The base here BC times the height was 8. Then the length of BC equal 96 divided by 8, it will be 12 centimeter. Okay, we found here the length of BC. BC divided two parts, 1 to 3. If we put here x and here 3x, then x plus 3x, it will be 12. Then 4x, it will be 12. Then the value of x, it will be equal 3. Then this side length 3 centimeter, and 3 times 3 equal 9 centimeter. Then the length of Bn will be 3 centimeter, and was Bn, okay, and NC was 9 centimeter. Then you want to find the length of AB. AB here in right angle triangle, we can find the length of AB from Pythagoras. We have here PE, and we get this base 3 centimeter, and this perpendicular EE was, or EN was 8 centimeter. You can find the length of EB from Pythagoras, or you can find the measure of angle D. You want to find the measure of angle D here. Okay, we can find the measure of angle D. Measure of angle D equal measure of angle B, because it's parallelogram. As remember, it's about parallelogram. Each opposite angles are equal in measure. Then we can find measure of angle B will be equal measure of angle D. How we can find measure of angle B here? By using the ratio. We have adjacent and opposite. We can write cosine P in this triangle here, ANP. Cosine angle B, it will be adjacent over hypotenuse. We can write 10. Okay, we have the hypotenuse here. Then you can write 10. 10B equal here opposite over adjacent, 8 over 3. Then you can find the measure of angle B by using calculator. Using calculator to find the result, shift 10, 8 over 3 to find the result in the simplest form. Okay, shift 10, 8/3. The result will be 69 degree, 26 degree, 38 degree. Okay, degree and minutes and seconds. Measure of angle B, it will be 69 degree and 26 minutes and 38 seconds. Okay, it's a result about this example. Understood? First step, you can find the length of PC by properties about parallelogram. We know the area of parallelogram equal base times height. You can find the base PC by dividing the area by height. The result will be 12 centimeter, and they give us this relation between BC and BN and NC. Okay, the ratio between BN and NC 1/3. Then this part will be third of this line segment. Third of 12, it will be 4 centimeter. Okay, and the ratio here 1 to 3. We can write 12 divided by 4. It will be 3 and 9. Part and 3 parts is 3 and 9. And then we can find measure of angle B from this triangle. We know the properties about any parallelogram, each opposite angles are equal in measure. The measure of angle D equal measure of angle B. Then you can find measure of angle B from right angle triangle. Here we have opposite and adjacent. We know tan B equal opposite over adjacent 8/3. You can find the measure of angle B here. Shift 10 by using calculator. Here then the result will be 69 degree, 26 minutes and 38 seconds. Okay, now we will solve the next question. Look at with me about question here, letter B. We have in the graphical here two straight lines. The first straight line here. Look at with me, we have two straight lines here. The first straight line and second straight line here. Pay attention with me about steps about this example. Okay, I will draw it again to know the steps exactly the result. Pay attention with me, we have graphical here and we have two straight lines. It's first straight lines and second here straight line here. Cut off this point was P and we have D, and this point here E, and this point we called it 0 and C here, this order, and it tell us the slope of PD, we called it slope of BD, give us here √3. The slope of BD equal √3. Then we can write this angle. We know tan theta, we called it theta. Okay, tan theta was √3 because the slope equal √3. Then theta will be 60 degree because tan 60 equal √3. Then the measure of this angle will be 60 degree. Okay, and he give us equation of straight line AP here, L2. He give us this equation, x subtract by y equal 3. You can find the slope here will be equal slope 2 equal negative coefficient of x over coefficient of y. The result will be 1. Then we will put this angle here will be theta or beta. We have theta here and this angle will be beta. The measure of angle A will be what? Will be 45 degree because tan this angle tan A, it will be 1. Understood? He give us in the example this equation of straight line, and we can find the slope about this straight line. It will be 1. Then this angle with the measure of it equal 45 degree because tan 45 equal 1. Then this angle will be 45. You want to find what the measure of angle ABD. This angle from this triangle. We know the sum of interior angles in a triangle equal 180. You can add 60 plus 45 and the result subtract by 180 to find the measure of angle B. Then measure of angle B will be 180 subtract the sum of them, right? 45 plus 60. We can write 0 plus 5 equal 5, 6 plus 4 equal 10. The result will be 75 degree. Okay, understood? We add here 60 plus 45, 105. Subtract from a 180, the result will be 75 degree. It's the measure of angle of P. And he won't find the area of triangle AOC. AOC. C, this triangle. Okay, to know the area of this triangle, you must know this part will be equal to this part. Why? Because this angle was 45 degree, then this angle will be equal 45 degree. We have vertical opposite angles. Then we have triangle here, EOC will be isosceles, right angle triangle, and isosceles. This part will be equal to this part because this triangle we call it right angle triangle, and the measure of angle here 45 and here 45, 45 and 45. Then we can find the area. How we can find the area? From the equation of straight line EC. The equation of straight line here AP here. Look at straight line AP. This point lies in this equation, and this point will be satisfied. It we will put 0 and C here lies in the equation. Subtract. Okay, look at here, such that complete with me about second question. Number 2, we want to find the area of triangle here. We want to find the length of OC. You can find it by this straight line, such that the point 0 and C pointing to a straight line AB. Then this point will be satisfy this equation and give us the equation of straight line x subtract by y equals 3. Then we can put x equal 0 and y equal C. X here equals 0 and y equals C equal 3. Then C will be negative 3. Then this point will be 0 and negative 3. Then this part will be 3 lenses, and here 3 lenses we have because we have isosceles triangle OA equal OC. Then area of triangle equal half times 3 times 3 equal 4.5 square centimeter. It's area of this triangle. Okay. Next question. If y is an acute angle where sine y product by square sine of angle 45, he give us equal 10 power 2 of angle 45, subtract cosine power 2 of angle 60 over tan 60. Okay, we can write the result. Sine y equal sine 45, it will be 1 over root 2 all power 2, and tan 45 it will be 1 power 2 1. Cosine 60 it will be half, and then write half power 2, and tan 60 it will be root 3. Then we can simplify it. Sine y product by half equal 1 subtract by half power 2, it will be fourths. 1 minus fourths, it will be what? 3/4. Okay, in the numerator we have 3 over 4, and in numerator we can write root 3 because tan 60 it will be root 3 over 1, and here tan 45 1, and cosine 60 it will be half power 2 fourths. 1 minus 4 3 over 4. Then sine y product by half equal 3 over 4 divided by root 3. Then sine y product by half will be equal 3 over 4 product by 1 over root 3. And then we can times the 2 here and here to cancel this half, product by 2 left hand side, right hand side. Then sine y will be 3 over 2 root 3. And then you can simplify it by divided product by root 3 numerator and numerator. Then sine y will be equal 3 root 3 over 2 times 3, cancel 3 by 3. Then sine y will be equal root 3 over 2. Root 3 over 2, it will be what? If we draw right angle triangle here, 30 and 60, 1 and 2 and root 3, then we know sine 60 equal root 3 over 2. Then y will be 60 degrees. The value of here y, it will be 60 degree. Y will be equal 60 degree. The value of y equals 60. Okay. Next question. ABCD is a rectangle. We have ABCD. Finds the value of x and y. Okay, we know the properties about any rectangle. Each opposite sides are equal lengths, and each opposite angles are equal in measure, and the measure of each angle is equal 90 degree, and two diagonals not perpendicular but equal in lengths. Okay, we can draw the rectangle here. A, B, C, and D. It's a rectangle, okay? And order here 1 and 1, and B 3 and 3, and C 0 and negative 3x, and D x and y. You want to find the value of x and y. Okay, first step here, we can find the midpoint lies between BD and AB. We have here the midpoint here, and we know the slope of AB product by slope BC equal -1, because AB was perpendicular to BC. Then slope of AB, it will be 3 minus 1 over 3 minus 1, product by slope of BC, it will be negative 3x minus 3 over 0 minus 3 equal -1, to find the value of x. 3 minus 1 equal 2, and 3 minus 1 equal 2. Negative 3x minus 3 over negative 3 equal -1. We can cancel 2 by 2, and negative 3 times -1, it will be 3, and here negative 3x minus 3, and then moved here negative 3x, it will be 6, divided by negative 3, then the value of x, it will be -2. We get here x equal -2, put here -2, -2 times 3, it will be 6. This point will be 0 and 6. Okay, we can find the value of x equal -2, and then you can find here x, this point will be -2 and y. Okay, then you can find the value of y by using properties between what? Between slope of AD perpendicular, here AD perpendicular to DC. Then the slope of AD, it will be y minus 1 over -2 minus 1. Slope, product the slope of DC here, 6 minus y. Okay, 6 minus y. Okay, understood. 6 minus y over 0 minus -2, it will be 2. The product between them equal -1. And then y minus 1 here over -3 times 6 minus y over 2 equal -1. We can cancel negative by negative here, and find the product between y minus 1 and 6 minus y. It will be 2 times 3 equals 6, 6 times 1 equals 6. We have two numbers here, product between them. We can write 6 times y, it will be 6y, and y times negative y power 2, -6, and positive y equals 6. Then you can write negative y power 2 plus 6y, and y, it will be 7y. Okay, negative y power 2 and -6 moved here, it will be -12 equals 0. Product again by negative to simplify it, y power 2 negative 7y plus 12 equals 0, and then factorize it, y power 2 y by y, and we want to find two numbers, product of them equal 12 and sum of them equal 7. We can write 3 by 4. 3 times 4 equal 12, and sum of them equals 7. Write negative and negative. Then we have two values of y. Y will be equal 3 or equal 4. Then the value of y, 3 or 4. We have two solutions about the value of y will be 3 or 4. Okay, we have two solutions here. That was me about question number 5, letter E. We have right angle triangle at P. E, B, C, right angle triangle, and he give us 7, product by 10E, subtract by 24 equals 0. Okay, we can find 10 of angles A. It will be 24 over 7. It's 10 of angle A. Opposite here 24, and adjacent 7, because 10 angles equal opposite over adjacent. Okay, it's 10A. You want to find 1 subtract by 10A, product by sine c. We know sine c, it will be opposite over hypotenuse. Then you won't find here the length of EC by using calculator from Pythagoras. EC will be equal 24 power 2 plus 7 power 2, and then find the square root of the result. We know 24 power 2 equal what? We have here from this calculator 24 power 2 plus 7 power 2, it will be equal 625, and the square root of 625, it will be 25 lengths. Then you can find the value of this expression. 1 subtract by 10a. 10a here, it will be opposite over what? Adjacent. 24 over 7. Product by sine c here, it will be opposite over hypotenuse. 7 over 25. And then you can cancel 7 by 7, and the result will be 1 subtract by 24 over 25, and then you can find the difference between them. Write 1 here equal 25 over 25. To write here the like denominator 25. 25 minus 24, it will be 1. The result here will be 1 over 25. Next question here. Question number 8. In the opposite figure, we have here straight line passing through x-axis and y-axis, and here we have squares. Okay, and they give us the order of this base here, this point D, the order of it equal -10 and 0 about point D, and this point we called it C, and here point P, and we have the point here A. He give us this point E, and we have here O and N. Okay, you won't find the area of square. To find the area of square, you must find the length here BD. Okay, pay attention with me about these steps here. First step here, you must know this right angle triangle, and this side will be what? Equal this side or not? First step, we have this equation about this straight line L here, such that x over 2 plus y over 2 equal 1. It's meaning this straight line cut 2 parts from x-axis and 2 parts from y-axis, and the slope here will be negative. Then TP2 and 2, this will be right angle triangle, and this part equal 2 part. It's meaning what? It's meaning it will be isosceles triangle. This angle 45, and this angle will be equality 45. Vertical opposite angles here, it will be equal 45 and here 45, and we have here right angle triangle because the square, each of angles of square equal 90 degrees. Then BC perpendicular to ND, then the measure of angle N, it will be 45, and the measure of angle D equal 45, and this angle will be 45, and this here 90 degree and 90 degree and 90 degree. It's meaning what? This part, it will be equal this part, and we have 2 parts here. Again, it was 2 parts, and it 45 this side length equal this side length, and we have 2 congruent here about this triangle because he give us the length here equal -10 and 0. And then you can write the order of the point here P or N. N in order of it equal what? -2 and 0. This point -2 and 0. This point -2 and 0. Okay, in this point, and he give us this length is here was 10. 10 minus 2 equal what? 10 minus 2, it will be 8. Then this side length here will be 8 centimeter. This part 8 centimeter. This 8 centimeter. Okay, we have here square. All sides of square are equal lengths. It's equal it. Okay, and we found this part equals this part. Then CN will be equal CD. We have here the length here 10 units because this order of the point D, -10 and 0. Then the length of ED equal 10. 10 minus this part was 2. 10 minus 2, it will be 8. 8 divided by 2 equal 4. This side length was 4, and this side length was 4. Then you can find the area of square. 4 times 4 equals 16 square units. Okay, it's area of square. And then we're going to find coordinate of the point A. Okay, A, you can find the coordinate at. Move the hair from left hand side to x-axis to -10 and up moved 4 because 4 lengths. Then the order of point 8 will be -10 and 4. And then you can find the order of point P here. Moved here from 0 to this point, 4 plus 2 equals 6. Then side length here was 6, right, negative, and going up 4 lengths. And order of point C here, -4 plus 2, it will be 6, -6 and 0. Okay, understood?